So I'm 35 meters and was with my ex from school until 5 years ago. We have a child together too that we both co-parent really well. We never fall out and with each other, but the love and attraction has all gone. 2 years ago I happened to win around £4 million on the lottery. My first thought was my child. I wanted him to grow up with an equal life like he has mine, and the less stress his parents have, the less stress he has. I decided to split the win with my ex. We have both been sensible with the money. I quit my job as a mechanic, took my sports and football coaching badges, and with a friend we started a business going around primary schools doing classes in all sorts of sports and fitness, and also helping out local sports clubs and teams with coaching and methods, etc. It will never make us rich, but we make around 1.5 times the national average wage. I bought a £300,000 house and a £40,000 car, and that's about it. My ex opened up a beauty salon that's doing really well and also bought herself a house. I met my current girlfriend on a night out around 6 months ago. Things have been going well. She knows I won the lottery, and that's why I've got a nicer house and car than my income will normally provide, and why I like to go away on a couple of nice holidays a year. She's never asked for anything from me materially and kept insisting on covering half the dates despite me offering to pay every time. We are getting more serious, but nowhere near moving in or anything like that, or her meeting my son yet. It all came to a head last week when the subject of my ex came up and my girlfriend said how nice her beauty salon is. We were with a couple of my friends and one of them said, "It should be nice, Sam paid for it." She asked what he was talking about, and before I could answer my friend said, he gave her £2 million. Quid. My girlfriend was quiet for the rest of the night, and then when we got back to mine she exploded and said I was still in love with her and that's why I gave her the money, that I wasn't normal. That no wonder a lottery winner only lives in a house like this and drives a shit car when I gave half away, that I was a gullible simp, how embarrassed she is by me. How we could be set for life with that money and never work again, etc., etc. It went on for so long. I told her to leave as I'm going to bed and not listening to this anymore. How? I haven't seen her since, and she hadn't answered my calls or replied to my messages apart from the odd insult until today when she said the only way she could stay with me is to ask my ex for whatever money she has left to be returned to me so she can save face. I told her no and I'm done with her. She again accused me of trying to buy back my ex and I blocked her. The following tell. If it felt right to you, that is what is ultimately important. But playing devil's advocate here, where people are going to think you might have made a bad choice, is that you essentially rewarded a cheater for their bad choices. This will likely cause future partners to feel like you are indeed still in love with your ex. The reality is that your son wouldn't be living separately with each parent had your ex been faithful. Also, what if your ex winds up living with or marrying her AP or some other man, and that man winds up talking half or more of the money you meant to help your son? Your ex could wind up with an unconscionable gold-digging partner in the future just as easily as you could. Giving the money to her instead of directly to your son leaves that money vulnerable to her decisions and actions and those of any man she gets involved with in the future. I am sure in your heart you want to believe that she will always do the right thing with the money, but let's be honest, I'm sure you never thought she would cheat on you, but she did, so anything is possible. And then there is still the possibility of a third party, such as a future partner. This is just some unbiased outside perspective from someone who has been in finance for 25 plus years. I personally think what you did is admirable, but I do think there was a smarter, more financially secure way to have handled it, which also would come across to future partners less like you are still in love with your ex, which, if I am being honest, I think deep down you may still be, but that is irrelevant to the financial aspect. Instead of handing your ex a lump sum to do with what she wanted, because once you gave her the money you had no say in what she did with it, and she could have literally done anything she wanted with it. Instead, you should have bought her a house in the name of a trust with your son as the beneficiary to ensure the house could never be compromised, and done the same with the business to keep the asset and your investment safe for your son's future. There are also tax benefits to this. Then you should have gifted her enough money to buy herself an appropriate car and to adequately support herself for a year while building her business and becoming self-sufficient, which without a house or car payment would have been fairly easy to do. This also would have provided tax benefits to you. What's done is done, and as I said, I think what you did was admirable, albeit not the best financial decision. I hope if the situation was reversed that your ex would have done the same for you. You may want to discuss putting the house in a trust for your son if before she ever decides to cohabitate or get married in the future. Given your generosity, I would hope she would agree to protect the asset for your son. Best of luck with finding a more understanding and less gold-digging partner. You are a good guy and deserve that. The following tell. Honestly, I would have nothing but respect and admiration for this. You did what was best for your child, and you have a great relationship with their other parent. Those are wonderful things. I don't know whether your GF knew about your lottery winnings before getting together. But somewhere along the way she decided that once you get serious or married that money is half hers and she'll be set for life and never have to work again. In her mind, half of that money already is hers. Now she learned half of that money is someone else's entirely, and she's pissed. She's selfish, and greedy, and mean-spirited. She'd rather have an easier life than your kid have an easier life. End this relationship and be glad she's shown you this ugly side of her before you got more serious. And yes, you may encounter this again with other women, but certainly not all women. Obviously think about not advertising the lottery thing right away, but at whatever point you do, let your dates know, tell them the whole story, where half the money went. Not that you are obligated to share those details, but it will give you a great litmus test. You now know how you wouldn't want a potential future partner to react. Thanks for watching, come back again.